1,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, round it up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause I like she can count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Baltimore Ravens.
We got this.
And right away, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
Opening minute and already a trip to the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Mayfield. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and that makes the score 7-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 6 yards in the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard
line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
the 42-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Ready? Double time. Double time. 4 down. Alert.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 43.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. 1st down, a run with Cohen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Motion.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
33. Hey, let's get that ball, Dean. Let's get that ball right here. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Quit talking about it and bring it.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Let's go now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Now Cohen. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
He was brought down by Eli Apple. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 7, Ravens nothing.
Let's go, D.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen, and he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3, and he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. 44's the mic. 44's mic. Check. Switch.
Jackson from the shotgun. Snead's got it. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, the offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And it's 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in.
He's got daylight. The 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, 76 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
It's a party now. Check 43. Switch.
Now a give, right side. Logan. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
The Ravens on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Go. Whip. Watch the whip. Showing it.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Ravens on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Single. That's single the slot. Order. Check it out.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
You better talk to your boy. You protect him.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
To throw is Jackson. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
King. Hey, Steve 6. Hurry. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Come on, baby.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
180. Time to go, night.
They go play action. Mayfield. Looking long for Westbrook. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Baby, you see it all day. Pick it.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Baltimore Ravens. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. That one complete. He finds Shark. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, guys, I got 15. 15 is mine. I'm taking it. Pick me up. Here we go. Switch. Go.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Jackson. Buying time to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
From the gun on 3rd down. Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Mayfield now from the 50. He's going to go deep for Conley. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. That was close to a big play. Just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct? Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
57's the mark. Mark 57. Hey, echo. 57's the mark. Hurry.
Mayfield to throw it. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process.
Hey, we're 33. Hey, Delta.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Being chased out left. Now Mayfield lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
He's going to let this one go deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 32 that time. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Exit. Hurry, hurry!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Touchdown, defense. Hurry, hurry! Point it right, point it right, point it right.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguar, oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
3rd and 4.
Ready? Right. Hustle. Tight end right. Hey, we got 3 there. Check 13.
From the gun, Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he goes out right around the 39. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And now he's going to use his legs. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Now a give, right side. It's Logan. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. T.J. Logan with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the 1st half. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 13-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. 1st down, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Matt Judon, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's 2nd down.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 18. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14. Now Mayfield. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
We got King.
Mayfield now. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
Now Leonard Fournette trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. You get blocked. Alert, 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 alert. Run, run, run. Go, go. Let's go. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Jackson now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. So now this to get themselves a lead here heading into the break. And his kick is good. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action now. Jackson. And he completes it to Cohen.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson, blitz coming, and down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. This one complete to Ingram. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
To try again after the sack. Mayfield, he sets to fire into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a give, right side. Logan brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They run again with Logan. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
On first down, it's Cohen. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Watch twitch.
They go play action with Jackson. Dancing to his left. That is caught by Cohen. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
Check. Lucky. Check 31. Hey, motion.
Here's Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 35-yard.
Tucker's kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden, they're down. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. This is Fournette. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down and 4, Mayfield. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Caught here by Conley. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. And Lambeau will put this one through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off. Because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Flushed out right. He's going deep for Brent. That's caught at the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, 85 yards, as the Ravens push further out in front. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 points?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
They'll run on first down. It's Logan. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They run with Logan. Seven yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
On second down, it's Logan. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Baltimore, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. That'll do. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time.